Hey guys, Victoria Paxton here. Thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel. Christmas time, baby. Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Michael Dunahee. Hey guys, okay, so I have to put this in every video because I've had videos stolen, readings stolen. Everything in this video is my opinion. Everything in this video is concerning my dreams, my visions, everything surrounding me. It has nothing to do with any other psychic mediums or people out there. And if someone steals any of my information, then I'll have to do whatever I have to do legally. So there you go. Okay guys, hi. Hey there, hi there. So today we're going to talk about Michael Dunahee. Let me start off by saying this was a tough one, you guys. This one was hard. Seriously. Okay, here we go. Michael Wayne Dunahee was born May 12th of 1986 in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. His parents were Bruce and Crystal Dunahee. So on March 24th of 1991, Michael and his family went to Blanchard, I'm probably saying that wrong, sorry, elementary school for his mother, Crystal's flag football practice. The family arrived at the school around 12:30 p.m. and when they got there, Michael asked his mom, "Can I go to the playground and play?" The playground was near the field, so even though she had a gut feeling that something wasn't right, she let him go. People, you have that gut feeling for a reason, okay? When you have that feeling, stop whatever you're about to do, okay? Seriously. Come on, you know? And I'm not blaming the mom, my God. I mean, she's been to hell and back. But you know what I mean? Like, you get that feeling, you just have to, like, say no. Okay. So Crystal allowed him to walk to the playground by himself, but she told him once he got there, he had to stay there and wait until Daddy got there and then go from there. So when Bruce got there, Michael wasn't there. Okay, so when Michael disappeared, he was wearing a blue hooded jacket, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle t-shirt, rugby pants, and blue sneakers. Sorry. All right, so once Bruce got there and Michael wasn't there, around 50 people began to look for him. His parents immediately notified the police, okay? At that time, the investigation regarding Michael's disappearance became one of the largest in Canadian history and still remains one of the largest today. That's crazy. Since he disappeared so quickly, his case was classified as an abduction rather than a missing child case. And all the detectives from the Victoria Police Department were called in to solve the case. Hundreds of tips began coming in every hour from across British Columbia and North America. And during that time, they had to be written on carbon paper and sorted out manually. Do you guys remember that carbon paper? That was a nightmare. I remember that carbon paper. It's a nightmare, y'all. We're so lucky to have technology. Even though I hate computers, we're so fortunate, you know? Okay. So the police believed that if they had current technology such as video surveillance, DNA techniques, and a computer system to sort out tips, that this case would have been solved a long time ago, which is so unfortunate. Victoria detectives investigated known sex offenders and interviewed anyone who had been in the area around the time of Michael's disappearance, but were unable to find much information except a witness that reported seeing a man in his late 40s or early 50s with a brown van near the playground. A month after Michael's disappearance, the police staged a reenactment of his disappearance at Blanchard Elementary using a brown van, but were unable to produce any new leads. In 2006, reports of a young man who physically resembled Michael and was living in the interior of British Columbia since 1990 breathed new life into the case. However, the man was confirmed by DNA testing not to be Michael. In early 2009 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, someone found a missing persons poster of Michael at the home of Vernon Seitz, 62, who confessed to a psychiatrist that he murdered a child in 1959 when he was 12 years old, and he knew of another child that he killed. Psycho. Seitz was later found dead by Milwaukee police, apparently from natural causes. The world's a better place without you, sir. In 2011, with the 20th anniversary of Michael's disappearance approaching, the police were notified of a man living in Chase, British Columbia, who looked like Michael but DNA testing later confirmed he was not Michael. In 2013, a man with the username Canuckles posted on the message boards of the Vancouver Canucks official website claiming that the police were coming for a DNA test. They requested a blood sample from a man in Surrey, British Columbia, who they believed could possibly be Michael. However, on September 9th, the Victoria Police Department stated that the Surrey man was not Michael. In 2020, a TikToker by the name of Shanger Danger reportedly found the shirt that Michael was said to be wearing at the time of his disappearance. The rare Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt was found underwater, but after Michael's family reached out to the TikToker, they saw the shirt and realized it wasn't the same exact shirt that Michael was wearing at the time of his disappearance. This poor family, you guys, I can't even freaking imagine, like, every time they turn around, someone's like, oh, I saw this guy and I think it's Michael, let's do a DNA test. And then it never turns out to be him. Like that, I can't imagine. Okay. As of 2021, Michael's case remains open, with both the police and Michael's family remaining hopeful for an ultimate resolution. In 2021, the Victoria Police Department released an age-enhanced sketch of Michael and launched an online tip portal with Police Constable Cam McIntyre stating that over 10,000 tips have been received since 1991. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, no, this is me. Sorry. Okay. So I attempted to connect with Michael, and you guys know how it is for me with children. I don't know if all psychic mediums have these problems. I always have an issue connecting with children. I don't know why. Excuse me, but more often than not, so I wasn't able to connect, but more often than not, I have dreams, okay? And in my dreams, I see things, concerning cases. So I had this dream several weeks ago. At the time, of course, I had no idea who it was. No clue. I've explained this before. I have a big binder with all the names in it that people want me to do. I have hundreds, you guys. And a lot of times I'll have a dream, and then when I go to my notebook to pull out the next case, I just know. Like, I instantly know it's that person. I can't really explain it in any more detail than that. But let me preface this by saying, okay, so I wasn't able to connect with little Michael, okay? But I did have a dream. Like I said, I had no idea who the dream was about while I was having the dream, okay? So let me preface this by saying this was a hard one, you guys. This one was really difficult for me, okay? It took a lot out of me. You'll understand when I explain. Okay, so in my dream, it's like I'm inside of this guy's head, okay? Let me explain to you what I can see, okay? I'm kind of like inside of this person. I know that sounds so stupid, but in my dream, I'm inside of his head, okay? So I'm seeing things through his eyes, okay? So I'm in this dingy, dirty room with there's spray paint on the walls, but it's like figures and characters, and like there's the F word at one place. And the one that stood out to me though, this guy, whoever I'm inside of, this guy is like fixated on the wall. It says hell starts here, okay? And there's a big arrow pointing down. There's two windows. They're like older, so this house must be older. They're not like, the like 6-pane or 9-pane windows. They're not like that. They're like old windows. You can tell this is like an older place. And it appears that somebody sprayed black spray paint on all the windows, so it's like dark in there. So it's kind of hard to tell like what time of day it is because there's like no light coming in. The paint's horrible on the walls. It's like dingy, like that. This place hasn't been painted in years, okay? The floor. Okay, let me explain about the floor. The floor is this brown carpet, okay? And the carpet is so matted down and so disgusting that it almost looks like a concrete floor. It doesn't look like there's carpeting, okay? So right like in the dead center of the floor, there's literally a hole about this big where someone like set the floor on fire. So like all around the room on the floor, there's holes. So there's small holes where it looks like maybe somebody put a cigarette out. There's larger holes, but the one in the middle of the floor is like this big. It's huge, okay? The room is probably like, based on this guy, if I'm looking around it, it's probably like 15 by 15. The odd thing is there's no closet. And you know, in most houses, in most rooms, there's a closet. There's no closet in this room. There's a shitty, stained, disgusting mattress, like a twin size mattress on the floor, okay? It had holes in it, burn holes. It was just disgusting, okay? And unfortunately, I see this like little 4 or 5 year old child laying on it, a little boy, okay? He's like out of it, clearly, like, it's almost like he's drugged. It's not just regular sleeping. So I don't know if I guess something had to have been given to him. I don't know. Unfortunately, he has no bottoms on, and it appears that he's been RAPED. You guys, it was hard. Even in my dream, like, I'm seeing this, and I was like, in my dream, I'm saying, oh my God, this is so hard. Like, I can't do this. This is, you know what I mean? Like, this has probably been the worst one to date. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So let me focus. So I'm in this guy's head, and I think it's past. I think it's beyond being bipolar or schizophrenic. I think this guy is literally criminally insane, okay? He's literally off the deep end. He's reciting in his head, okay? And I don't even know if I can do it the right way, the way he's reciting it in his head. Let me look at my notes, because I want to get this exactly right, because you guys. So he was saying, I did it. I got him. He's in the van. I brought him here. I did it. I did it. I got him. I did it. I got him. Okay. And he's saying this over and over again. And I'm actually seeing like what he did to this little boy. Yeah. Did I say already how hard this one was? Okay, so I don't want to go into too much detail, and, you know, on the chance that one of his parents sees this video, I don't think that they need to know, like, painful things like that. So this man is thinking these horrible thoughts in his head, like, in what he's going to do next. And he literally, it's like he's so amped up and so, I hate to say this, but excited that he's talking out loud while he's saying what he's going to do. Okay. Which includes cutting this child's body up. Okay. But I'm not going to go into any specific details, but I don't think he did that, okay? I'm not sure why I don't think he did that, but I don't think he did that. I think that was his intention, but he didn't get to that point, okay? I hate to say this, but I definitely believe that Michael's gone, and I do believe this man did it. Okay, so... yeah. Okay. So this was unbearable to watch. Okay. He's saying these things and thinking these things and saying them, and the little boy starts to stir. He starts to stir and he starts coming around, and he immediately starts crying. You know, and he's crying for his mom. Yeah. Now, here's one thing. I feel like he was crying for his mom, he was crying for his dad, his daddy, but he said another word. I can't for the life of me remember the word. I tried to remember the word to write it down. I can't remember it. So I don't know if he was calling his mom like another name or his dad another name. I don't know. Or it definitely sounded like a foreign word to me, okay? I know Spanish and English, and it didn't sound like Spanish or English. So I'm not quite sure. But I did want to put that in there because I think that's important. So he starts stirring. He's crying. And then he starts saying that he's in pain, that he hurts. Yeah. And then it's almost like his eyes kind of adjusted, but you have to keep in mind, like, it's dark in this room, okay? At this point, and I don't remember this in my dream, but the door is open. I don't know if the guy opened up the door, if it was open the whole time. I don't know. It was dark in there, but the door was open and there was light coming from like down the hallway. So I don't know if it was still daylight outside or if there was a light on. I wouldn't think there would be a light because it seems like it's like an abandoned property, like an abandoned place or something, but I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. I don't know, actually. So the little boy was like adjusting his eyes, and he looked up, and of course, you know, it's kind of eerie because it's like he's looking at me, but he's really looking at the man, and he screams. And the guy starts getting frustrated and upset. He's like, don't scream, Ty. Stop screaming, Ty. Ty, why do you keep screaming? Ty, stop screaming. And the little boy's like, my name's not Ty. I'm not Ty, I'm not Ty. Like, the little boy is frantic, okay? And this a-hole is like getting upset and screaming at the little boy and calling him Ty. And the little boy's like, that's not my name, I'm not Ty. And that's just pissing this guy off even more. And he starts saying, it was almost like he was like trying to coax himself or something. He's like, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it to the little boy. And the little boy's like, I want to go home. I just want to go home. And he's in pain and he's hurting. And the guy's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. He was fixated on the name Ty too. He kept repeating that over and over again. The poor little boy was crying bloody murder. And then he sits up and he's got his arms around his knees and he's rocking back and forth like with his head down and he's crying, and it's horrible, you guys. It's horrible, you guys. It's horrible, okay? Even just talking about it now, it just brings it all back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so front and center. Okay. So that was pretty much it. And then it just stopped and I wasn't inside the guy's head anymore, but I was still like in a dream. This time it was kind of bizarre. Okay. This time I was looking over the little boy who's on the floor on a mattress at the man. Okay. I don't know why, but I was able to clearly see this guy. I could clearly see this man. And I have a complete description of this guy. I'm not sure why, but witnesses were saying they saw a man that was like in his 40s or 50s in a brown van. This guy was not 40 or 50, okay? I was seeing him more as probably maybe 25, maybe pushing 30, okay? I'm not going to give a full description of this guy because I think that's one thing I kind of want to save in case I can get a hold of somebody and give them a better description of this guy. It would at least, if nothing else, it would rule out, anybody else that they had ever gotten tips about. You know what I mean? If I were able to describe him. It was horrible, you guys. Like, this one, let me tell you, this is how bad it was. And this is not anything that I thought I would ever say. But I literally, after the dream and everything, I literally was like, maybe I should just stop doing stop doing children's cases, because it literally just kills me, you guys. You know, it does. It kills me. It does. But anyway, I wanted to get this out since I had the dream. You know, I thought it was important to get it out. And I think I'm going to start saving some details and not put them on the internet. I always try to do that in cases, like if they say something, if I connect with spirit and they say something specific, I always keep that kind of stuff off the internet so that I can, you know, give it to the people that need to hear it. So anyway, be nice, be kind, stay safe, stay healthy. There's a lot going on, you guys. This world, man, it's crazy. So check on your family and your friends, and check on your elderly neighbors. With the food prices, it's killing me, you guys. Like, people on a budget, elderly people on a budget, I don't know how they're going to survive, you know? So I hope everybody is doing amazing, and that about does it for me. Bye, guys.